Yeah, I'm going to do some mining. Take out this little piece. Got some hallways. And a couple big pieces. I'm going to take this out. If my pick doesn't break. I don't think it will. Kind of slow using a stock diamond pick, but hey, that's what I got right now. I'm about to go back to my home base, but I was thinking about building a rail line. It's kind of far away. I already built the sky bridge that connects it to the village. It's in some other videos just recently before this one, in the whole series of this world. So I was thinking about going back there and enchant a bunch of iron stuff, and then I can go mining for a bunch of diamond. In the meantime, before I get the villager trades down, because I'm going to have to go to the nether to get blaze. Either way, blaze rod. So I can make weakness potion. Yeah, I can get mending. Well, I can get super cheap trades. But I could just do it the old-fashioned way in the meantime. I got all those guys up there. I built my sugarcane farm. I'm going to build a big automatic one. Real big one. And yeah, I still have to build the other, some farms. I want to organize those villager guys. Build a better building. That was just a temporary place to hold them. Now I have them. And I can breed them if I need more guys. Or different guys. And I can expand how many guys I have. I was down here mining because I couldn't sleep. So I was still down here and I still felt like mining right now. That's what happened. And I just wanted to get this big chunk out of the way. Peace. Or some of it, at least. I just wanted to connect these two big areas up here on level 22. Yeah, this pick is so slow after using efficiency 5 for so long. Oh man. It's kind of like relaxing when you just don't care, but then when you really want to be mining for volume, and yeah, it's like it takes forever. Still way better than fucking stone or iron. Gotta admit that. Yeah. Hmm. Somewhere I had a chest. Somewhere. Huh? Get lost in this place. Okay. Just don't crash. Is that everything? Oh, there's like a chest right over there. Awesome. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. Now we got... You know what? This actually feels just about the same speed as a diamond pick after using efficiency 5 to mine out pretty much 100,000 blocks so far. Rough estimate, at least 80,000, 90,000, 100,000, because I have less than half of it left. And I did a real conservative estimate, and it was like 150,000 blocks. Oh, yeah, this is slightly slower feeling now, but it's like, I mean, it breaks them in an amount of time that I don't want to wait comparatively, and it doesn't matter if that amount of time is slightly slower or quicker. It's like, you were late from work and you're in trouble. Like, well, what if you were 1 minute more late or 1 minute less late and you're still 20 minutes late? I was 19 minutes late, sir. Oh, well, anything after 5 minutes, you're in trouble. It's like, oh, okay. Well, at least I wasn't 21 minutes late. Yeah, you have a point. But you're still fired. Go home. Yeah, I've been working on all this, and I broke my diamond pick. Obviously. But I only have a couple more little pieces left right here. Let's see. Very cool. I turned my render distance down to 8 chunks. Look, you see how it's foggy now over there. Just to kind of like conserve resources, processing power, and actual power, electricity, because my processor is doing much less work now, which means I turned my display brightness that only I can see right now. It wouldn't matter if it was all the way up or all the way down. You won't see any difference, but I turned my screen brightness down about 1/3. And with those two things combined, the power on this device lasts probably 2.5 to 3 times longer than it would have. And like literally about 5 or 6 hours of gameplay instead of 2 to 2.5 hours maybe. So it's crazy because, yeah, if I have the render distance jacked all the way up to like 12 chunks instead of 4, and also the simulation. So when you're looking at something, it doesn't have to do all that calculation and computation. That takes physical power, like it takes electricity for your processor to do that. Yeah, if I turn it all the way up, you noticeably will see your power going down faster, way faster than normal. You'll be like, whoa, went from 70 to 30%? I thought I'd be on like 50, 60% only. Oh, it's like 30%. And then, yeah, a little while later, you're like, oh, I should be able to play for a while with that much, but no, it's about to die. And you get down to 15%. Hope it doesn't crash. I don't know if I can put any more in here. Yeah. Cool. It's fine. Yeah, I just really wanted to keep mining, so I just made a couple iron picks. I probably won't only be able to do this for so long until I'm like, okay, I'm going to go back upstairs and work on the villagers a little bit more. Because what I'm going to do is, I just didn't feel like starting it yet, but I have a design in my head for a, it's going to be like a trading hall. It's going to be like, there's going to be like slots like this. Well, 2 high. And it's going to be 16 of them. And they're going to have their little stations and everything. And then I'm going to make a note on a sign. It'll have their trades and everything. And I'm going to keep working on the farm. Probably go upstairs in a minute and start building an automatic sugarcane farm. I guess I could also build a 0-tick. Because why not? If the game lets me build it, I mean, I don't know, fuck it. It's like, that's not cheating, right? It's still, is that still vanilla gameplay? I thought about this before. It depends, like crashing a game to do dupes and everything is not vanilla gameplay. Like, that's, you can't really say that's within the game. It's like, it's kind of cheating the game, going beyond what you're supposed to be able to do. But then again, it's like you're not supposed to be able to do any things. But if a glitch is in the game, like that other version I used to play, you know, when you light netherrack on fire with a flint and steel, it stays burning, and then when you light a normal block on fire, it goes out. In that version, anything you light on fire stays on fire forever. And even then, I didn't want to fucking airplane. And when that happened, I didn't want to exploit the fact that you could do that in the game, because it's really, it's like, it's giving you an unfair advantage, you know. But then again, you could argue anything in the game that you're progressing gives you an unfair advantage. Like, if something is allowing you to do that within the game, it's kind of part of the game. So, I don't know. I guess it's up to your definition. But clearly, I would know if I made a 0-tick sugarcane farm. It's like, sure, I would have unlimited on-demand sugarcane. I'd be able to produce it by the mass quantities, hundreds of thousands of them, and store them on a mass scale. But I would also realize I didn't go through the whole thing of gathering all the materials and resources and putting all the time into a huge project that would be necessary and able to do so that you could do that. Like, if there was an error in the game, and like one of the big challenges in Minecraft is finding diamonds, and it's kind of part of the game. Like, there are certain things in video games that are obstacles in your way that you have to overcome to get to your goal. And certain things you have to go and do a bunch of stuff in order to get something and progress to the next level and become stronger and whatever. And that's how you play through a video game. If it was just walking around in a blank room and you don't there's no goal or anything to accomplish whatsoever, it'd be pointless. But in here, you make your own goals and accomplish your own things, yet still in the game, there's certain things. If you want to build a big structure, you have to get a bunch of blocks. Like, yeah, you could just go in creative mode and do that, but you haven't accomplished the challenge of going through that. Like in normal video games, the challenge would be, well, I have to complete this level, then the game says I completed it and I got points, and then I move on to the next thing and it might unlock something, and you go through the whole game. That's in here, you make your own. Like there's all these other things, but it's still the same thing. If you want to get somewhere, something to happen, you have to do something. And it's kind of like an accomplishment to be able to do that. Because say there was a glitch in this game where if I go to this coordinate right here and break this, I would have 10,000 diamonds. And I just go around and oh, look how much diamonds I have. And it's like, wow, okay, well, I mean, that's cool. You could just program that into the game, or like, what's the point of having a survival game or a game with any goals if you can just do creative mode? The whole point is like there should be some like, there's like some challenge, something you have to do, and then you have an accomplishment from doing it. But something like the functionality of machines and components and the way it works. I mean, I don't know, if you give me the ATM code and the ATM machine is spitting out all this money, and then the police are like, well, it's completely legal, it's your money now, sir. Nobody lost the money, it printed it, and now you own it. I would be like, thank you. I'm not gonna burn it. What the hell? That's crazy. So it's like not building a zero-tick sugarcane farm is like burning the money. Why would I want to burn the money? That's crazy. So you can do that or not. It's up to you. But you're always still going to realize you didn't do it in a different, more challenging way. There's no official rule to say what's legitimate or not. You could base that on how you feel, like, well, the developers didn't intend that. Well, then, okay, you can apply that to any creative use of stuff in the game. It's not intended for that. So are all iron farms invalid? Gold farms, you know, like blaze farms? There's no like layout when you get to a blaze spawner and it's like, oh, you can build a big box right here. Like that's something players figured out to do. The fact that you can kill animals and eat them for meat doesn't mean you have to. There's a lot of stuff like that in the game. You could eat kelp, or you could use it as fuel. So there's no right or wrong way to do it. And even the stuff that the developers might have intended or not intended, that's only a metric of like your actual subjective opinion of, you know, like I said, until you get into the realm of like adding on something or doing like a hack or like a physical, like a glitch of some kind, or like, yeah, I guess it's up to the user, in my opinion. A lot of things, whether it's part of the game, just because you can do it, like, because you can collect a bunch of sheep, but there's nothing in this game that says you're supposed to do that, or like go get like you find a guy and he says, hey, and it says text, go get a bunch of sheep, put them in a fenced-in area, get a bunch of wool all at once in one location. No, it's like something you do. The fact that lava and water makes stone or cobblestone or obsidian doesn't mean that's something in the game that Like, you're manipulating the way that, what's in front of you to create something else, just like in the real world. None of our materials had like an instruction manual. There's no right or wrong way to proceed forward. It's like one world decided to make this shape out of wood, and this other world made this different shape out of stone. And like, one is for one purpose and the other is for a different purpose. Okay. Well, they could have used this brick. Yeah. It would be better in some ways, worse in other ways. Or they could have used a plastic instead of the wood. Yeah. That doesn't make it like right or wrong necessarily. Like, you build a cobblestone house, is that correct or incorrect? Is that part of the game? Is that an exploit? Are you exploiting the game? Are you doing something the developers intended you to do with what's at hand? I didn't go in and alter any code to be able to create that specific structure. How could developers predict every structure in their mind of like what could exist? You can't do that because I'm creating it. You never know what I'm going to make. If I make a square or a triangle, is that part of the game? If I make a circle, is that part of the game? Am I adding to the game? Am I, So, I'll probably make all the farms. I like to do that because it's still fun to do those exploit type things. Even if it's a glitch, it's in the game, dude. It's in the game. You can decide to do it or not. You could say, well, I just want to have a purest vanilla experience, nothing that was like glitched or something like that. But then you still have to define, like, no iron farms, no using villagers to farm crops for you. Like, where do you draw the line? Where? You could make your own rule book for it and play your own version, but that's the thing. Even if you play Minecraft in your own specific way, that's still a valid way to play the game, because there is no way to play Minecraft. And no one can tell you what you can or cannot do, right? Yep, I'll go get some diamonds and mess with the villagers, and then I'm going to remove these final last little pieces on this layer. Then I'll get started on the ceiling, and then rip out all these floor pieces, and this room is going to get real big. Real big. I can't wait. It's been quite a while. Oh yeah, look, my dude is still down there. Homie, there's a few of them down there. Patrolling. Ugh. Oh, guess I removed that floor. Yep. Alright, time to go back to the surface.